up, my Finna loves? It's Miss Finna D coming to you all from the Entertainment News. Now, most of you are aware, before the new season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, I've been talking about this issue with Kandi, mother, Mama Joyce, and her comments that she made at BravoCon. I think I have about 6 or 7 videos on this already because she said something, then Kandi responded, then Todd responded. I did a whole mini series on it. And now, during this season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, of course, you all are seeing it play out. Well, Kandi was on Amazon Live, promoting different products for Father's Day. And this is what she had to say about it. Now, at the end of this video, I will be explaining what happened at BravoCon for those of you who missed those videos. You can go to the RHOA playlist to watch all of those videos. But let's get into what Kandi had to say recently about it, and then I will come back and talk more about it.
Amazon customer asks, how are things between your mom and Todd? Y'all, this show has really been tough on my family. The reason why, during the time, because of the BravoCon situation, while we were filming, they were at odds. Really wasn't seeing eye to eye. My mom wasn't really coming around. Todd didn't want to speak to her. It was a lot. But then we got back on the same page once filming ended, like the end of filming, right? The end of filming, I guess around the finale time. And then we were doing really, really good, really great. Eating dinner together, spending time together. And then the show comes back on. And my mama stopped talking to me for about a week and a half. And we promised each other that we weren't gonna get mad about anything that was said on the show because we already been through it in real life. So why are we gonna allow ourselves to fall back into that mess? Of course. That didn't matter. It's a mess. So I'm trying to get it back, figure it out again. I just don't know. I don't know what's gonna help us. I don't know. Anyway,
the old lady gang, okay, Kandi, mother, Mama Joyce, and her sisters, they were on a panel at BravoCon. And Mama Joyce was asked a question about Todd, and then she responded. So let me refresh your memory, and then we're going to get into Todd's response. During BravoCon, the old LG had a panel. They had a family panel. The one we are focusing on today, or in this video, is the one that just had them on stage. That's the image right there. That's exactly what they look like at BravoCon 2022, okay? There was another moment where Kandi did join her mother on stage with other Bravo celebrities, during that segment. But I'm talking about this one. I did hear that allegedly Kandi and Todd were in the audience during this panel. Kandi's mother relationship with her husband, Todd, has always been a terrible one, okay? We've seen how she's treated him, talked about him. Nothing has changed. So during this panel, the question was if she could replace Todd with anyone, who would it be or what would she do? And she said, but if I could have replaced Todd, I probably would have picked anyone that had a decent job. She then continued, I wanted someone that was in the same financial realm that Kandi is. She should be with someone that's on her same financial scale. And look at the reaction. They're like, really, sis? You're going there again? You know what I'm saying? Like, really? You're doing this again? Aunt Berta over there with that same hand going up, acting shocked, her mouth all open, like she wasn't the one talking about it's a scheme that Todd set up. Of course, that wasn't the entire segment. That's the segment that caught people's attention, and that's why we are discussing it. If you really watch the panel, she was answering other things, and then she completed that with, but if I could have. That means she was saying something else before the but. And if you watch that video I did, then you are aware that social media did not play with Mama Joyce, okay? I even said in that video that no one is asking Kandi to disrespect her mother. No one is asking Todd to disrespect Kandi mother. But there's a way for you to put your foot down in a respectful way when it comes to your husband. And people were highly upset that Kandi's basically just falling back and allowing her mom to continue to disrespect her husband. I'm just going to summarize this whole thing, okay? The interviewer basically said to him what was said on the panel. And Todd calmly responded, "It doesn't bother me." She said she wants a man with a job. I'm an owner. Basically you want someone with just a job when I'm the owner of these things that I share with my wife. And even before his wife, he was working on the show. So Kandi met him with a job. He then said that he doesn't allow it to bother him. He understands the mission. He loves his wife, will always support his wife. And that was it. I mean, what else do you want him to say? He's not about to drag the mother of his wife. He's not about to disrespect her. So his answer was perfect. I'm an owner. Okay, so I don't know what job she wants me to have. And I'm actually out here owning things and creating generational wealth. I love my wife and my family, and that's my focus. So he's not saying, oh, if she doesn't stop doing this, I'm going to leave. He's not doing any of that. With all of the hot mess and the drama and the disrespect, this man is still saying, I love my wife. I love my family. I'm not going anywhere. And it's still being respectful. So that's basically what Todd had to say. But the comments, now y'all know Kandi, she doesn't play about her mom, okay? That's my mama. I'm not about to read some of these comments because I don't need Miss Speak on It coming over here talking about what you said with my mama, okay? Y'all saw how she almost snatched Kenya when Kenya said, Mama Joyce wig, because some of these comments on the screen. Speaking of the wig, this person wrote, if he would have said he wants to have a mother-in-law with better wigs, he would be wrong though. See, y'all just taking it too far. Joyce really got to get a hobby. It's knitting down at the Y. Not the Y. Booked up or something. God bless Todd for maintaining respect and keeping a giggle. He handled that perfectly, but if that was me, I would have glued all her dentures together. You know what? It's it's obvious that I'm reading the light-hearted comments because I've already posted a video where social media just went in on my Joyce. Like this one on the screen. Kandi honestly needs to put her mama in her place. I love my Joyce, but she's out of line. It's time for my Joyce to let go and find a husband. Love Todd. My Joyce seriously needs to be checked by Kandi. This is embarrassing, exactly, and disrespectful. Mama or not, check her bleep. She needs to let it go. Her daughter chose that man. At some point, she has to accept this. I'm tired of the one-sided beef. She is always bothered, and he is always unbothered. And I meant to add the OMG at the beginning of that comment. No way in would I allow my mom to constantly disrespect my husband. The man, it's disrespectful to her daughter. If anything, that's her daughter partner. They represent each other. So she's so disrespectful. Kandi honestly needs to check that because that's going to ruin a good marriage. Does she want Todd? They've been married for years and she's still negative. That itch was not funny with her disrespectful. She is such a mean-spirited, bitter woman. I blame Kandi for not defending her husband. I like outspoken Todd more. Shaking my head, nursing home, yes, she comes a mess. Todd had a job before he met Kandi. I wish Mama Joyce would get a man and stay out of her daughter's business. It's sad Mama Joyce still doing this to him. It's been years, let it go. I don't know how Todd did it with becoming a part of this family. I would have said never mind. Too much drama and headache. Good answer, Todd. She truly have no class or manners. You are married to Kandi and have kids with her. Like she don't get tired of being nasty. This getting old. I think Mama Joyce wants Todd. I'm starting to think Mama Joyce is jealous of Kandi. She didn't think Kandi would find love and she did. It's sad. It's not funny or cute anymore for her to continue to speak poorly about her daughter's husband. That needs to be put in check. I don't play like that about my husband, and she needs to remember her grandchildren will see how she talked about their father. It's toxic as It's giving emotional. A lot of daughters deal with this. Nobody ever talks about it though. They only talk about the sons and moms. Daughters go through it. trust. And of course, when I say, that's me avoiding saying certain words because YouTube is very sensitive and you never know what word is going to be flagged. Of course, I know the words to say and the words not to say, but there are some words that are tricky. So that's why I'm censoring myself. As you can see, there's more comments on the screen, but at this point, you get the drift. I'm wishing Kandi and her family absolutely nothing but the best, and hopefully her mother will come around. Kandi and Todd been married for a long time, been together for a long time. They are good, and I think Todd has learned to just, deal with it. That's who she is, and I'm not going to allow her to stress me or ruin my marriage, so I'm glad about that, but hopefully she will come around. Your child being loved correctly and ending up with a good man that is not only a good husband, an amazing provider, but he's an amazing father. After everything your daughter went through with Riley's father, this is a blessing, and this is a man that should be celebrated. So for her to continuously disrespecting him, drag him like this, I really do hope that she comes around. But like I said, I'm glad that Todd is not allowing it to ruin their marriage. I'm wishing all of you well and take care. Now, loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also, turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.